So I want to talk about something that's been driving me crazy, and I don't believe I'm alone in this. When we point out real harm that is happening in this country right now, and we get the response from people saying, that's just fake news, that's out of context, you just hate America. What that tells me is not that people disagree with me, it tells me that they're protecting how they feel instead of engaging with what is real. And I need people to hear this clearly. That is not strength. That's just emotional laziness. That's choosing comfort over conscience. Because if your first reaction to suffering is to look for a way to explain it away so you don't have to feel uncomfortable about your side, you're not being principled. You're just being protective of your identity. This isn't about being right or left. This is about whether you're willing to sit with the reality that your team can do harm and that harm still matters, even if it doesn't personally affect you. When people say you're just being dramatic, you're overreacting, you're just being manipulated, what they're really saying is, please don't make me look at something that complicates how I see myself. That's not a political disagreement at that point. It's just a refusal to grow. And I'm going to say the part that people don't like hearing, which is this isn't talking about their intelligence. I'm not saying those people can't run a business successfully or raise kids or just get through life. I'm saying a lot of people are underdeveloped when it comes to empathy, self reflection, moral responsibility in a society that isn't centered around them. Like, if you can't hold two ideas at the same time, that you care about your own life and your family and that other people's lives still matter even when it's inconvenient for your politics, then you're not ready to carry the weight of a citizenship in a pluralistic country. That's not even an insult, that's just a diagnosis. Democracies require adults. They require people who can hear uncomfortable truths without melting down or deflecting into slogans. If every single criticism feels like a personal attack, then the problem isn't the criticism, I don't think. It's that you've built your identity so damn tight around a political figure or movement that any accountability feels like an existential threat. At some point, we have to stop pretending that this is about being smarter in a debate and start naming what it really is. Are you willing to grow past your own comfort, or are you going to keep choosing the story that makes you feel good while other people pay the price? Because honestly, at some point, guys, not wanting to know becomes a choice. And when you choose comfort over other people's humanity, that is not politics anymore. That is just who you've decided to be. And one more thing, because I know how this starts for a lot of people. I never personally defended Trump ever, but I used to think that the way he talked to people was funny, back when he first entered the political spotlight. It felt like he was just being blunt or just telling it like it was, right? I was right there with everyone. But once you actually look at the kind of shit that he said and the impact of that kind of language, it stops being funny real quick. Mockery, cruelty, and punching down don't stay jokes. They end up becoming permission, and realizing that is a choice as well.